everybody. Welcome to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show. Thanks for joining us once again. And we've got a really action-packed show, lots of stories and lots of sports we've covered for you this week. Thank you, as we always say, for watching. We do appreciate it. We work very hard to try to get our sports and leisure activities out to you so you can see. And hopefully, if you're interested, you'll be able to join them because we're putting their phone numbers and contact details. And if you see a sports or leisure activity you want to join, well, obviously give them a call. I just want to point out one other thing too. We do all this and we work very hard at this, and we're happy to come out and do your sports and leisure, but we're certainly not going to be publicizing your sports and leisure and having to pay to be entering, or hopefully not being hassled a little bit at the gate like we had a little bit of a problems recently where someone didn't tell somebody else that we were there. And so look, if we're going to do it, just make sure you let people know that we're coming and we're there for your sports and your leisure. Thanks for watching. Now with me tonight I've got Wayne. Hi Wayne.
Hey, how you doing, Moose? We've got a big night of sports, a whole big week of sports actually, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so stay with us.
And James.
Yeah, how you going, Moose and Wayne? It's good to be here as usual, and thank you guys for watching.
So let's get the balls and all rolling. Get the show happening. And we're going to get it all going with you, Wayne. You're going to tell us a little bit about, you spoke to some of our friends over here, some friends I know.
Yeah, sure did, over at the Morley Recreation Center. It was about basketball. It was the 18 ones playing basketball. It was Ryan and... What's the other superstar? Mark. I got to get it out. Mark, forgive me. And then we spoke to their parents. So it was a fun interview, so check it out. Hello, I'm interviewing two future superstars who look like their future's pretty bright today in their victory over the Swan City Mustangs. I'm talking to Mark and Ryan. How y'all doing?
Not bad. How's it going?
Now, how'd you guys do last year?
Yeah, we won it easy. 58 points or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, we beat Claremont in the grand final last year in the SBL League. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that was pretty easy. I watched you guys out there today, and I thought some of y'all got some of y'all moves out of the Wayne Simmons playbook, but that's a long story. How many points did you wind up with, by the way?
I don't know. Just as long as the team wins.
Yeah.
I'm right.
So you had about 1,000, and you had
2,000 too.
Yeah, 1,500. Okay. Now, I heard you guys are also in the Wildcat Zone program. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's good. It's just to help all the young players. Yeah. It's like could be future Wildcats and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so what is like some of the drills and things that you guys do? What makes this program different from, say, other programs for basketball?
Yeah, a lot of fitness stuff. We do Thai bow, circuit training, weights. Yeah.
Thai bow. Y'all might as well do breakdancing too, because that Thai bow is woo. No, but and so what else?
Oh, we do like nutrition stuff, what foods we should eat and what's good for our diet and all that stuff. And yeah, we have to get up 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesdays.
That's good character. That's good character building for young people. What was that?
Yeah, no, like 5:30, got to get up and get ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm like half asleep still. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think if you can play at 5:30 in the morning, then you'll be able to play like you did today. So that's pretty good. Now, what does the future hold for you guys? How long are you guys going to be in the zone program? And what would you have to do you think, individually, to step your game up to maybe go to SBL level?
Well, we've got good coaches coaching us, so like Ryan Gardner and Sean Stone. Yeah, just listen to them.
So
yes.
Barry Johnson, Evan Butler. Oh, two coaches there, pretty good as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you better get that plug in before you get shot. I mean, you just won a game with them. So, and so, how long you guys been involved with the Eastside program?
I've been playing since I've been 8 years old. I'm going to keep going like next year and see what the future holds. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys played a fantastic game today, and wish you guys every success. And we'll have to come down, and we can look at this interview later on when y'all make the Wildcats and say, we knew them when they was at Eastside. Thanks a lot, guys. All the best. Thank you. All the best. I knew it all the time. Oh, well, you know, the amazing thing about television is sometimes you don't know when you're on. Now, we're speaking to Doreen.
Doreen, yes. Ryan Day's mum.
Okay, so what type of diet did you get Ryan on to grow so tall?
Oh, I don't know, maybe rice? Yes.
Well, it looks like he's consumed a couple of refrigerators to get to that size at a young age, so that's very good.
Yes, he loves his rice and pasta. Yes.
Well, I think it's worked out well for him. And your name is again?
My name is Yolanda Stefanski. Hi.
She's the shy one. And your son's name is still?
My son's name is Mark Stefanski.
Okay, and what did you do to get this young man to this level?
A lot of pasta and a lot of rice.
A lot of pasta and rice. I think y'all must be cooking it almost at the same house. I don't know what's happening. Now, where are you originally from?
I come from the Philippines originally.
Okay, which part?
South Park in Bohol.
Oh, okay. I thought you said South Park. I was thinking about the show. And Dad, how you doing? And your name is?
Rainer Stefanski.
Okay. And you pretty proud of your son today?
Oh, he's fantastic. He's one of the good best player. He's really good.
See, that's nothing like a good plug from the father, you know what I mean? Is it because he got good genes? You know, is that why he's so good?
Well, this is the German and Filipino genes. That makes him...
That's pretty fiery genes, I'll tell you that. You wouldn't want to be in those genes unless they were 501s. And your name is?
I'm Norm Day. I'm Ryan's father.
Okay, then.
I've taught him everything he knows.
Oh, so that's where he got his height and ability from.
Yeah, all from me, not from his mother.
Now, when he becomes a Wildcat, now aren't you going to ask for a little bit of the paycheck?
I'm going to be his manager.
Why ask for
60-40.
Why ask for some of the paycheck when you can be the manager and get it all? Well, thanks a lot, and I hope you guys have a great day today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, it's the funny things at some of these games, you know, you think you can't run into really nice people, and you never know. And your name is still?
Allie.
Allie. So, Allie McBeal. Now, Miss McBeal, now, who are you here to see today?
I'm here to support Glenn Osborne.
Glenn Osborne. So you're going to give him a lot of support?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, Glenn, you should be very happy. This is some beautiful support. Now, how long have you been seeing him?
I'm not going out with him.
Okay, well, I'm sure that'll be coming. Now, have you played basketball before?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, I have, but not like competitive.
Oh, okay.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yep.
Okay, then now, how are you enjoying the game?
It's great.
I noticed you've been glancing down at the sideline. Is that because Glenn's on the sideline?
Yeah.
Yes, she wants to keep up with Glenn. And she also has ample fan support over here on the side. Can we get the camera over here? Can we have a look? And your name is?
My name is Brendan.
Brendan. And your name is?
Sam.
Sam. So who are you guys here to support?
I'm here to support Glenn as well.
Oh, okay. Then, God, there's a lot of happening with Glenn, isn't it? Hey, we got to meet this guy, Glenn. Are you his brother or friend?
I'm his best mate.
Oh, his best mate. Glenn, hey, he's got best mates too. That's all right.
Those two there, they're his parents.
Oh, it's his parents too. Oh.
I'd just like to say Glenn's doing real good in his basketball. He's a junior Wildcat.
Oh, really? Okay, then is he in that zone program with Andrew Vlahoff?
Yeah, he's going to America soon.
Oh, really? And how old is he?
He's 18.
Excellent. And you two are an item, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, did you get the item now? This is a good item now. Now, are you guys going to be coming to a lot of the games?
Yeah. Yeah. Are we? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, it looks like you guys are blushing, so we won't put any more pressure on you. Well, we just want to thank you for coming down and hope you have a great day. Now what am I doing? I got to talk to the parents. And here we are with the proud parents of Glenn Osborne, future Wildcat. And how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Good, thanks.
Okay, then, and your name is?
Gary.
Oh, I thought your name was Good, thanks. I was just checking. And your name is?
Jen.
Okay, these are the two parents of this up-and-coming superstar, Glenn Osborne, who has his own fan club, because I noticed almost everybody around here knows Glenn Osborne. He might be the most famous guy in under 23 basketball in the history of the world. So we hope you guys enjoy the game, and please tell Glenn I said hi. I might even try to get his autograph myself. Man, those young guys were shaking and baking. Wasn't they, Moose and James?
They were good, and a big hello to Renee and Yolanda, the parents of Mark, and Good to see those guys out there playing. I've known Mark since he was this tall.
Since this tall. Now he's only this tall. But I'll tell you what, those young guys can play, James.
Oh, yeah, mate.
I'll still kick their butt one-on-one right now, but I think in future they'll be killing me. So that's
talent.
good.
Hopefully, they can get into bigger leagues later, and just keep moving up, which is good to see.
And we could say we got them all on balls and all before they made it.
That's it.
Right. They're future Wildcats, hopefully, and out there having a bash. And something else that's really good to see is when the parents are there supporting the kids as well. So
yeah, I thought the parents were good.
People come down and have a look at the basketball, and we're hoping to give you some updates soon about the state basketball league too.
Yeah, are you hearing that, Greg? You hearing that?
Yeah, Greg, just let us know what's what and all the ins and outs and whatever. And don't forget, we're here for your sports and your leisure. So, yeah, all right. Well, look, we're going to be taking a break, and we'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Balls and All, and still here walking around the ground. We're kind of quickly not finding places to go and do our show from. And it's soon going to be winter, so we're going to be having to hide.
Cool. We'll be freezing our little off.
So, and you can say little for yourself. Something
well, it's a family
with
show.
With wintertime coming on, there's all the winter sports. And James, you and Justin went down and talked to.
That's right.
The most popular sport in Australia.
That's right. We did some story on Aussie rules. Went down to the local team, the Coolbinia-Yokine Football Club.
That's a mouthful.
What grade were they?
I think it's D grade, and they also got Reggie's there. Spoke to the president, Fairzy. How you going, mate?
So do they have a block there also called D block as well, or no?
I don't know about that. Anyway, yeah, Justin actually did the story, and let's take a look.
All right, Justin here, and today we're down at the beautiful Yokine Reserve. Sorry, Justin from Balls and All. And today we're down here from the beautiful Yokine Reserve, where we got D-grade amateur football playing, and I'm talking to the president, Ian Fairzy. How are you, Ian?
Yeah, very well today, thanks, Justin.
How you been going today?
Oh, mate, we've got down on the Reggies and line ball in the main game at this stage, but hopefully we'll come through.
Half time at the moment.
Half time at the moment,
and
yeah.
It's not looking too good, or?
Oh, we're a couple of goals down, but it's not. There's not much in it at the moment, but hopefully the strength will pull us through.
With the strength of the club, I mean,
that's it, yeah.
Actually, have played for the club myself many moons ago, and quite slack, and haven't been down here recently.
Mate, it's no different than
but, it's been
footballers. In fact, they're much the same amateur footballers. That's the reason they play the game. Is they like playing the game, but they like the social activities as well. So
I think that's the main thing about D-grade amateur football. I know at this club,
any amateur footy,
the social aspect. I mean, come down every Thursday, every Tuesday, Saturday afternoon.
Yes, yeah, that's what it's
a
all
couple
about.
of quiet beers on the side.
Yeah,
and have a game of footy.
1 or 4, yeah, it's always good.
That's it. But I mean, how long's Cooley been down here?
We're actually, this is our 20th year, funny you come along. We were formed in 1980. So we've got a few celebrations happening this year. If anyone's interested in coming down, we're looking for social membership.
I'm sure you'll be putting on the booze or
a
sausage sizzle or something for that.
Yeah, sausage sizzle's always there. We're trying to do something
if you
a bit
put on
more
the booze,
upmarket,
you might get the whole crew down.
Well, that's it.
Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know.
Missed out. We had the big beer fest last weekend. You probably missed that one, did you?
I'd say that's the 14 beers from around the world.
Oh, you got to drink 8 and you get a T-shirt at the end. And
I must have gone past the mark last time.
Well, we had the karaoke to go with it, so you can imagine how well that went off.
Well, how often do you have social events down here at the?
Yeah, we try to organise one probably every 3 or 4 weeks. I think we've got the mouse racing coming up shortly.
It's always a hoot.
Yeah, and we've got the obligatory cocktail evening. I think in July. We're looking to have a murder mystery night down the track, and we've already had a live band on not long ago.
You get quite a good attendance to these nights?
Oh, mate, it's a bit iffy at times. We had a good attendance at the beer fest, of course, which I always
Can't
do.
Imagine why.
Yeah, I mean, different crowds every time. It'd be good if we could pack the place out, but it just doesn't happen. Too much to do, you know.
How many guys you got on the team at the moment, or the 2 teams? Sorry, you've got D grade and D reserves.
Well, it's still early on. It's only the 4th game in, but. We've probably got 60 on our list, I suppose, but of course you don't get them all down at one time. Thursday night, I think we had 45 on the track, which is
45.
good.
That's good. I mean,
yeah, at this stage
when
it's good.
I was playing, we're lucky to get 20.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all.
But come game day, everyone's there.
It
putting
goes in cycles.
their hand up, aren't
goes
they?
in cycles. I'm just hoping we get the same numbers come July when it's raining and cold. It's always a tester.
Ooh,
You know?
I mean, today is just absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
look, it's,
to watch it, to play it.
Just a glorious day to be outside.
Sensational.
Isn't it? Yeah,
Yokine Reserve's pretty cool, but
it is a very picturesque setting.
You're pretty lucky to have this club room. This club room is fantastic.
Yeah, we're working on it too all the time. We're trying to upgrade as we can get the money in from the members. As I said, we're looking for some more social members.
Come down quite a bit, and I've watched these games down here, and they just rule over AFL.
Well,
just the whole social aspect. You can sit back, have a beer.
There's no comparison,
just
is there?
Scream
really?
your lungs out.
No comparison.
And the feelings are just so much stronger than you do.
Yeah, that's it. And
than you find at any AFL game.
Yeah.
I think everyone should be getting down and having a go, whether it's Coolbinia or any other.
The pies are cheaper.
C-grade.
Yeah, you're right. Get out there
and the beers are cheaper.
Well, the beers, but the pies are cheaper than going the footy. The beers are a lot cheaper than the footy, and we're allowed to, you don't have to stick to some of that light stuff.
Yeah,
you can have a real beer every now and then, But we get by right.
What do you find the main reason that people come down here and play or watch? Or?
Oh, look, I think a lot of camaraderie, I mean, mateship. It's good to get out there in this sort of weather, especially, and have a kick of the footy on a Saturday afternoon, and that's
funny
what it's all about. Well, that is
awesome
a funny
game.
shape. One day they'll make one that bounces right, But
one day. They call it soccer, don't they?
It's all the fun of the game. Yeah, well, that's got its good points as well.
It does. They're all skillful.
They
skillful
are,
games, I mean.
Yeah, well, you got to have leather balls, don't you?
Yeah, that's
to play any sort of, ball sport.
Definitely.
And,
but I mean, today, who are we playing today?
We're playing University.
The University?
Yeah, the Uni of WA, the main one.
UWA.
Yeah, and you never know with this lot because...
have they always been in the...
Yeah, Uni have been around a long time.
They've always been on
around
the
A division and that, and always got a heap of players, and you don't know from week in, week out who's going to play for them because they get a lot of young guys from the country and that come along and play a game here and there, and some good footballers that come out of that, and you just got to try and...
I think you've got some good football. You've got some good footballers here, and at the end of the day, they just basically want to have a game of football.
Well, that's it.
They're not trying to get into AFL or the waffle or anything like that.
I guess
they're probably capable if they had the motivation, but
you're dead right there. There are
the social aspect of staying down here. You've got your work during the week.
Yeah, you don't have to train 5 nights a week, and
only 2.
But
we don't get away with 1.
Yeah, we don't. Well, that's right. Thursday nights are usually a pretty good roll up, but it's I guess you get people from all walks of life. You get doctors, policemen, posties, of course. Everyone gets together, has a beer afterwards. And,
what does it take to run a football club like this? I mean, do you have volunteers or?
Yes, you hope you have volunteers. Yes. A lot of
people which have been around for a little while. Or?
Oh yeah, we've always got the likes of our bar manager and
Billy.
Young Billy. Big Billy, yes. And old Silver, the manager and timekeeper. But you got to have these.
They're as good as gold, aren't they?
They are. Well,
the work
without
they
them,
do for the club is just phenomenal.
Without them, you wouldn't have a club.
I mean,
it's that simple.
And we must thank them really, because at the end of the year we look after them and thank them and that. But words just don't express it really.
You're right.
What they do for the club.
You're dead right. And it's all very well and good. People come along and put their hand up every now and then, but it does get to a stage where sometimes you got to start paying people to do things, and although you don't want to do it, we don't do that down at our footy club. You've got to keep the entertainment going for the lads, keep them interested on and off the field. And
if we've got anyone out there which is interested in coming down to Cooley, who would they get in contact with?
Oh, look, they can contact myself, Ian Fairley, Fairs they call me down here, amongst other things. Yeah, that's it.
Elvis at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been on holiday,
half your luck, mate.
Just thought I'd give it a go. I had 4 weeks, but it was cut back to 3. They called me up and,
Australia Post,
well, that's it. I used to think people were not indispensable, but I'm starting to wonder now. But no, it's all good fun.
And what number would they contact you on?
Look, they can contact me down at the club on 9444 1060, or at home if they want to on 9447 1745.
Okay.
It's that simple, really, and I'll welcome him
Or just
open
come
arms.
come down and
Or
just
come
watch the
down to
game.
Yokine Reserve on Wordsworth Avenue in Yokine next to the bowling club. Yeah, and
Thanks, Fezzy, mate.
yeah.
Half-time bell's just
Cheers,
gone, so
yeah.
we better go back watch
It's all
this
happening.
game.
We better. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
thank
on
you.
you. Thank you.
Let's go back into it.
Okay.
Yes, thanks a
Cheers,
lot,
mate.
Justin, for that story, and looks like they have a lot of good fun down there. My friends, Justin did used to play down there, as he said in the story, and a lot of my other mates used to play.
I can't believe you got friends, but that's another one.
It's very hard.
Funny what a few stubbies can do.
Bit of money, a few stubbies. Yeah, there's a lot of good rising players there, and hopefully they'll get better on through the year. I think it's only that they're not too far into the season, but yeah, it's quite good. I think he's going to be following that a lot more too.
And Ross used to play for them too,
Yeah,
didn't
Ross
he?
Baker, he used to play.
And now, where's he playing now?
I think he plays for another team somewhere.
One
I'm
of
not
the
too
country
sure.
teams or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when I used to play for the Eagles.
When I
Was
used
that
to
about
play,
a million years ago? Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
back in the
Okay,
Frankenstein
well, before we
days.
get too carried away, we're lying way too much. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back after these messages.
From the commercial break, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, that was a hell of a break because you forgot what you were going to say.
We're going to tell everybody about the end credits, how they.
Oh yeah, sorry. I lost
Too many
track there.
stubbies. It gets there.
What I meant to say was, for all your local sports and that, we're quite happy to put your results up at the end of the show on the last screen. Because it's filmed a week or so ahead, it'll be a bit late, but still at least that way you can get a bit of coverage.
That's right. And some coverage is a lot better than nothing these days because you wouldn't even get 2 seconds on some of the major networks.
That's right.
We're always trying to give you the coverage. And don't forget, too, that's for upcoming fixtures and anything like that. If you get them into us, we'll try to let the public know where your upcoming games are and what grounds they're at and whatever. So make sure you get that into us at the end bit of the show. You see where it scrolls up and says upcoming events.
Yeah.
We'll give you scores and fixtures and whatever else.
Scrolls. I thought I was in Roman times when he said scrolls. You know, hear ye.
What do you think? The gladiator or something?
Like a bat out of hell. Anyway, you have a story to do, don't you?
Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay. Recently went down up to Midvale and spoke to the people at the Speed Dome, and I tell you, I was very impressed with the facility there. Unbelievable. It's Australia's best as far as this goes, with the bank curves and everything else, where some great Australian athletes have come out of. Darren Hill, to name one, an Australian Olympian.
Actually, I met him. Great guy.
Nice guy. And we spoke to some of the people there, and zipping around on those bikes, they really do fly. And it was really good to watch them. A fantastic setup. Everyone should go and have a look. And have a look at this story. And there is a phone number there. If you've got some little ones who you think might like to learn a bit
Have the
about,
potential.
Yep, give
Get
them
into
a
it
call.
and give it a go.
Let's have a look at the story.
Hi everybody, it's Moose here, and I'm at the Midvale Speed Dome, where all the excitement and action's happening. Everybody's in heavy training here, and I'm talking to Murray Hall, who's the president of the Speed Dome here. Hi Murray, how are you?
Good, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Now tell us a little bit about the Speed Dome here.
We're very privileged here in Perth. This venue here is considered one of the fastest in the world. It was used here for the 1997 World Senior Track Championships. There has been world records broken on this venue, and it really is a magnificent track. It's 250. It's exactly the same size as the Sydney Olympic venue, and anyone that wants to come down and have a ride is most welcome to do so.
Tell us a little bit about these records that were broken. Was that in cycling or was that in skating, as we see going on behind you, or what?
Now, in cycling at the World Championships here, obviously they had the proper electronic timing and everything was surveyed, and it was during those championships that world records were broken.
Fantastic. Now, we see some people training here. Is this what are they training in specific for?
At the moment, behind you, we have the junior program. We have juniors on 2 nights a week now. Any kid can come down. The bikes are available for hire. We have qualified supervision here, and the track is basically open to any people of the public. Our A-grade cyclists train later in the week or at different hours.
And what do we see about these people flying around behind you on these super skates? What's going on there?
The venue also has, as you can see, a concrete apron on the inside. The venue is multidisciplined, so the speed skaters can use it. And on the inside of the speed skating track, we have also a place that can be used for displays or hockey or whatever they like. And you can see the speed skaters whizzing around now. They're also training it presently.
Now, tell me, there's something big going to happen in August, which Balls and All are going to cover, but tell everyone what's happening in August right here.
Okay, on August 19th and 20th, which is 4 weeks out from the Olympics in Sydney, we're able to capture a few of the teams, cyclists, that will be travelling on their way to Sydney. Will stop here. We'll have a major international event on those dates. We've got New Zealanders, South Africans, and a commitment from the Australians, and a few other teams that we're working on at the moment. So we're looking forward to it. It'll be the opportunity in Perth to see the best cyclists in the world compete, bar the Olympics, in that time period.
Fantastic. I heard you say New Zealanders. I thought they were only great in rugby and winning America's Cup, but that'll be good to see them here. So how many teams do you think you'll be having here around that time?
We think about 6 or 7 national teams, including our own.
And what will they be doing? What will be the competition they'll be in?
We'll concentrate on mainly speed events like Sprint Keren, which is behind the motorbike, and time trial events like our own world champion is involved with. So that the short, sharp events.
Right. Now, what other kind of events do you hold here? Because obviously it's a fantastic facility. And of course, here in West Australia, we're lucky to have it. I mean, thank goodness that whichever government helped you get all this going, thank goodness for them. Who was it, Liberal or Labor?
Both.
Okay, thank goodness for our West Australian government then. And now, what kind of events do you actually hold here?
A variety. Track racing ranges from the very short distance, which is 200 metres, which is less than a lap of this track, to 3 to 4 hour events. So we can, and anything in between. So we're quite versatile with the use of the track.
And in the middle, way off behind, we'll put some footage over. You actually have a big rink in there, which looks like recently we did a story on artistic roller skating. Looks like that's what that's set up for. Is that correct?
That's exactly what it gets used for, yes.
Excellent. Yep. And you mentioned hockey too. They play hockey in that same area, do they?
They do. They have portable nets that come up the sides there, and they do play roller hockey in the middle as well.
Fantastic. And you have weekly events too, where people, if they want, the members of the public can come and have a look at what's going on here? What's going on here?
Right at the very moment, we're in a bit of a lull between the summer and the winter track seasons. The winter season will start within a few weeks. We'll race every Wednesday night. Every other night is also organised training for either the juniors or the seniors. So almost every night of the week something is happening down here.
Right. And members of the public are allowed to just come in and have a look if they're interested in seeing the bicycles and all that. Is that correct? Or
that's absolutely right. And if someone feels inclined to have a ride round, they can hire the bike. I think it's $4.50 a charge. Helmets are available, so it's not a big cost to be involved and to come in and have a look and be part of our venue.
Yeah. Now, this is obviously they go from here. You got a lot of the West Australian guys and girls doing fantastic stuff here. But who do they compete against other than just other West Australians? So what's the movement from this? Everyone knows about rugby and gridiron and whatever who they compete against. But who do the say the cyclists and the skaters compete against?
The system is not unsimilar. On a national basis, there would be a major event somewhere in Australia every second week or so. Really? So our riders that are eligible or that are competent get sent away. We lend some support to that. The West Australian Institute of Sport are very heavily involved. So they go to different venues and different places throughout. There's 4 other velodromes in Australia very similar to this. So they get plenty of opportunity to improve themselves.
Right. Now, who do we have from this particular speed dome right here?
Peter Dawson is our world champion currently, a world junior champion. Peter's a terrific example of how the system works at his best. He started off here as a little snotty-nosed kid, 13 years of age, and he'd come up through the system. He was looked after by the West Australian the West Australian Association's junior development. We passed him on to WACE when he became eligible and when he was qualified enough. Yeah. They then passed him on to the Australian Institute of Sport, and now we have in our midst a world champion. And Peter's not here tonight, but he often is. He's
and other upcoming sports men and women from here?
Yeah, we have quite a few at the moment. We've got 3 riders currently in the juniors who will go to the World Championships this year, and that's not bad for a state that we are small in the sport. We're very proud of that.
Fantastic. Well, wish you all the best, and anybody who wants to contact you to see of any events, what's the phone number for here?
The Speed Dome, you can contact us here on 9274 0155.
Okay, 9274
0155.
0155. So give a call if you're in the area, and even if you're not in the area, you want to see what's going on up here or hear what's going on, give a call, and maybe you have a young guy or a young girl who wants to get involved, and this is the place to do it. Give them a call and get them involved. So maybe we'll have a few more Olympians from right here in the West.
Thanks very much, Moose. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Murray. Let's wander back here. If you can, let's see if we can move the mic back. We got some of these young fellas back here who are all see the camera. Let's have a chat with them. Come up here, guys. Just come in here like you were. Okay, what's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew, and what are you doing here?
Cycling.
And I can see that part, but I mean, are you learning in a development program with this?
Just training.
Okay. And what do you think of it?
It's good.
And your name?
Nathan.
Nathan, what do you think of the cycling?
Yeah, it's good fun.
You don't want to elaborate and say how great it is or anything.
Yeah, it's good. Keeps you fit. Yeah.
And what's your name here?
Alex.
Alex, tell me, what do you think's the best thing about cycling?
It keeps you fit, winning and getting good times.
And your name?
My name's Aaron.
And Aaron, are you having fun doing this?
Yeah, it's great fun. It keeps you fit.
All right, thanks for elaborating. Now tell us, how did you know we're all here from Channel 31?
Because we had cheesy shows.
Excellent. And you all watch Balls and All every Monday night at 8:30, don't you?
What's it called?
Yeah, see, of course he does. Balls and All, 8:30 Monday night.
Alright.
Wish you guys all the best anyway.
What channel was it on?
Channel 31.
Okay.
We'll have to edit that.
Yeah, everyone can get it anyway. What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse, and what are you doing here? What a big bike for you. Is this your bike?
No, I'm riding. This is a hired bike.
All right. How do you go with it?
Good.
And what age are you, Jesse?
9.
9. And you having good fun with this?
Yes.
And you're 9 as well.
Yeah.
And what's happening here?
Yeah. I'm Jesse's grandmother, and we're both learning to ride the track. So.
Excellent. How's he coming along?
He's coming on very well, much better than me.
Excellent.
Very good.
What's your name back here?
Jared.
Jared, and how are you going with this?
All right.
Having a good time?
Yeah.
All right, try to move in here and get my last fella over here. How you going?
Good, man.
What's your name?
Michael. They call me Lizard.
Call you what?
Lizard.
And tell us why.
Don't like cold mornings, out training.
Okay, nothing like flat out like a lizard, as the saying goes. And tell us, what age are you?
17 this year.
And how long you been doing this?
I've been riding for 3 years now.
All right.
Track and road, yeah.
And you see possibly one day being in the Olympics?
Yeah, probably 2004.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, wish you guys all the best. And make sure you tell everybody to have a look anyway. 8:30 Monday night here on Channel 31.
Olympics 2008.
When was that?
2008.
Okay, everyone, you heard that. Listen.
I'll be in the Olympics in the 2008.
And the name again?
Nathan Gould.
No relation to Shane by any chance?
No.
Because she's a great West Australian Olympian.
I'm gonna win.
Tell him.
Yeah, I'm gonna win. So watch.
Congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot to everyone down there. And as I just told you earlier, it's a fantastic setup. Certainly love something like that to play gridiron in if they could make the roof higher. We got a great kicker named Polly Del Varela.
Polly!
Soon going to America.
Hopefully
so congratulations
he does
to you, Polly, to play on a team over there. And so it's really good to talk to him down there at the Speed Dome.
Now, Wayne, you did a story recently on badminton. Would you like to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I would like to tell you, but not on camera. This would happen. No, really.
Damn hubcaps.
We did a story on badminton, and we found some great people down there playing, and this is a story, and we hope you like it. Hello, we're here with Graham Cole, and we're at the Melville Recreation Center, and guess what? These people are playing badminton. How you doing, Grant?
Good, very good, yes.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about the sport and your involvement in it?
Well, I'm the president of the Southern Districts Badminton Club. We're just a social badminton club, and we play here at the Recreation Centre. It's a club that's existed for about 20 years, and we used to exist in Willagee, but now we've transferred here to the Recreation Centre.
Excellent. I remember that Willie G gym. So this is a far cry better. No offense, Willie G. And you've been playing for yourself how many years?
I've been playing for about 20 years. I started when I was about 18 or so, and I've been playing ever since then, mostly just socially.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about how badminton has changed in the last, say, 10 to 15 years in regards to, like, membership?
Yeah, I mean, primarily there's been, I suppose, less people now play the sport because there's so many other sports to choose from. In periods past, it used to be a very, very popular sport, but there's less numbers now playing it. It provides a good alternative to tennis, though. If people find their rackets a bit heavy in tennis, and they can come across to badminton and usually be able to start playing from the first night.
Well, I mean, how does your fitness have to go to play this particular sport? It's a lot of like lateral movement and what have you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit surprising. A lot of people sort of think it's a bit of a rinky-dink sport and fairly easy to play, but once you start playing with someone about your own ability, you can get worn out very quickly. So as a general rule, you need to be fairly fit to play it well.
Now, is there a certain amount of minutes that you play for, or does it go by your score?
Yeah, it always goes by the score. Generally nowadays we play till 15. And so sometimes we play to time. It just depends on how many people here on the night. We might play just for 12 minutes to rotate everyone around.
Okay, now in your particular badminton club, how many people would you say are in the club?
Oh, we've got about 30 members all up. Generally we have about 4 courts of people come along each night. We're a bit low tonight in terms of our numbers.
Okay, must be a lot happening at home, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, where do you see the sport going, say, in the next 5 or 6 years?
Oh, I think the biggest problem would just be trying to maintain numbers and just giving some exposure. Since we've moved here, there's been a lot more interest of people coming in. They see us because they wander in to look at other things, note us, and then they come and play with us.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, is it broken up by youth, mature age people, or how's it broken up?
We don't distinguish at this club. Anybody, as long as you can play badminton or have an interest in playing badminton, you're welcome to join us at any time. So
in that case, you might have a 15-year-old going up against a 30-year-old, no problem.
No problem, and often the 15-year-old will beat the 30-year-old.
Oh, okay, then. Oh, excellent. So is it more like a family affair? I mean, you know everybody in the club and what have you, or?
Yeah, and in this particular club, it's a socially oriented club, but there's also competition badminton, and when you're playing competition, then you'd have similar age groups coming up against each other. But we're in the social situation, we have all age groups.
Okay, then. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Graham, and we wish you all the best with your club, and hope you have every success in the sport.
Thanks very much.
Hello, now we're here with Jill Corns, who also plays badminton. How you doing, Jill?
Well, thank you.
And how long have you been playing?
Since I was 28.
Oh, okay, so that's a week now. Okay. Well, could you tell us a little bit about how long you've been with this club?
With this club, I've been since 1982, which was when I arrived in Australia.
England, I guess.
Yes, that's right.
Diggity dog, I must be psychic. The accent didn't give it away. Now, so do you have, how long have you actually wanted to play this sport? Have you been involved in it for?
Well, I started when I had small children, and I suppose I started really just wanting to keep fit. So I started playing with a few friends over the road, and then I joined a club, and then when I came over here, I joined their club. So.
Well, she's done well. Now, if somebody wants to get involved with your particular club, who should they contact?
If they contact the Melville Recreation Centre, they'll put them in touch with us. In fact, they can just turn up and start playing, really. Bring their badminton racket and their gear and they can play.
Now, you've been in the sport quite a long time. What is it that has kept you in the sport? What do you really like about it?
Well, I always like competitive games, so I tend to like competition, but this is social. I just like interacting with other people and keeping fit. So.
Excellent. Well, it looks like you've done very well at both, so that's very good. We want to thank you a lot for your time, because we know it's busy. Do you have another game you got to play?
Oh, yes. Lots of games.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we better let you get back to it, but thanks a lot, Jill, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, that was wonderful down there. I was just amazed at the sport. They talked about a little bit of it going down with all the other major sports coming in, but some of those people have been playing for 20-some-odd years, and they're still involved in it. They love it. It's a great
very fast sport, isn't
form of fitness, and they do it because they love it.
I remember playing that in the Augusta Hall down in Augusta, down south, and just below Margaret River. For those of you who don't know, the fantastic Augusta. I remember playing it down there in the hall.
That's excellent. I remember playing it in D Block. But where were you playing it?
I think D Block, yeah.
Oh, good block. So,
yeah, these guys.
we won't say what D Block is, but.
Okay, well, we'll be taking another break. We'll be back after these messages.
Later.
Back, and recently Debbie went down and spoke to some people. It was a magnificent story. Up at Whiteman Park, we went down way back when we first started the show and spoke to some people doing remote control airplanes. But this weekend they've had some amazing remote control jets.
That was just amazing. Those guys come from all over the place to enter into that.
All over the place, and some of those are worth up to $20,000.
Very spectacular to watch too. They really get out there and they fly hard.
James, all those spins and stuff.
Yeah.
We've done that at the pub a couple of times, so I guess you can understand how it is. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, before they start talking about the pub and the hippie club. Let's have a look at the story.
Hi, I'm out here at Whiteman Park. I'm speaking to Paul Knight. Now, what have we got organised here today? What's the event?
Today we've got our Jet Spectacular 2000 put together by the WA Jet Model Society. Amongst the aircraft we have here today, we have a range, you've probably seen the background there, of a mixture of genuine turbine units and also the what we call a ducted fan, which is a piston driven fan unit, which is inside the aircraft there.
Right, okay. What's the aim of today? Have you sort of got a competition running, or is it?
Today we've got, I think it's about 14 visitors from the eastern states, and throughout the weekend we've had a lot of competitions. Shortly, in about half an hour, you'll see our speed run, where we have a competition for the fastest model for the weekend. Currently we've got, I think it's 222 miles an hour is the current record by Stuart Hellier at the moment, with a Renegade.
Right, well gee, that's pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot can go wrong very quickly in that speed, but yeah.
Have you had any fatalities today?
I don't know about fatalities. We've had a few scratches and things, but nothing too major. All adds to the adrenaline, I'm sure.
Is it quite hard to fly them, do you think? A
lot of these pilots flying here are very, very experienced pilots, certainly not something to put on. A lot of these models too are turbine. It's not a matter of just putting one together. There's a lot of certification needed and the legalities of it to be able to come out here and fly.
Now you've got about 5 clubs out here today, have you?
Yeah, we've got the Perth clubs. There's quite a few volunteers from all the other clubs to make today happen. We've got Boomerangs, the Swans. In fact, who else have we got here today? Swans, the West Australian Jet, Thunderbirds and Skyscrapers. So there's a lot of people out on the gate area and sort of making this all happen today. When we've got 14 people coming from the east, we've got to give them as much commitment as we can to get them here next year.
Okay, well thanks very much for talking to us. Now, how can anybody get in contact with you?
If anyone's interested in flying jets, to approach really any of the model clubs or all the model shops in Perth have the appropriate forms, and they'll be directed in the right direction.
Okay, thanks very much, Paul.
Primary controls are the 2 gimbals on the right and left hand side. This one operates the throttle, low and high. This one operates the roll axis of the plane, that's the ailerons, movements. This one operates the pitch axis of the plane, which is the elevators. And this operates the steering of the plane in terms of your control, it's rudders and the nose wheel steering. So on the ground, nose wheel steering, in the air, it'll operate the rudders. There are a number of other controls, 6 in total. The various switches for various other functions on the plane. Some are for engine management kill switches, other for deploying retracts, and others for deploying speed brakes and the like, and wheel brakes. Features touchscreen technology, that is all the programming for the computer. It's a computer radio, and all of that is entered via touching screen images.
Unbelievable. Fantastic. Hi everyone, I'm now talking to Peter. Now Peter, what club are you with?
I'm with the Greensboro Model Aircraft Club in Victoria, Debbie.
Right. Okay, now also tell us a little bit about what's in front of us here.
Well, this is what's referred to as a sport jet. It's manufactured in Germany by a company called Fiber Classics. We bring them in and build them for our customers, and this is my own particular model.
Right, okay.
It's powered by a true gas turbine, which is mounted on top of the model, and that's manufactured by a company called Ram Microjets in America.
Okay, now that's the engines in this are a bit different to the others. Has that got something to do with the turbine, or what's that?
Oh, the engines are entirely different. This is a true gas turbine. It's not quite the same as you'll find under a regular passenger jet, but it works on exactly the same principle. Whereas most of the other planes here today are what's referred to as a ducted fan. It's a multi-bladed impeller. It's situated inside the airframe in a duct system, and that impeller is propelled by an internal combustion engine running at around 22,000 RPM. These run at about 120,000 RPM.
Right, okay. Excellent. Now, what's underneath though? I've heard there's something pretty spectacular underneath.
Well, the guy that does my painting, he's also from Victoria. His name's Gary Taddy, and he's fairly mean with an airbrush.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we have a nose wheel mechanical
Fantastic.
belly landing on the grass.
Beautiful.
As I said, Vic's a veteran pilot.
So how fast have you actually got this to go?
I think they did a couple of recordings this morning at about 180 miles an hour, I think it was. It's probably capable of around 200 only. That's a product of the airframe is fairly ugly in terms of aerodynamically. So, whereas there are other models around with turbines that can do well in the 200 miles an hour.
Okay, I heard it up there before in the takeoff. It sounds very familiar to an actual real one.
Well, that's because it's just a miniaturised version of a real one.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, how long have you actually been into this?
About 10 years altogether in model aerosport, about 8 years in jets, and I had my first turbine in '96 and had a spell for a while, and I've just had this one. This is about 12 flights old, this plane.
Okay, so how much practice did you have to actually become so professional at this?
I've certainly used to fly a lot more than I do now. It's because my business is in the same arena, and I spend more time on my business than actually flying. But certainly success comes from practice.
Yeah. Okay, well thanks for talking to us, and good luck with the rest of the day.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Debbie, and all the gang up there at the Whiteman Park. And hope you'll make sure you watch this show. And you did see it was genuine. A lot of people, the guy at the gate didn't believe that we were really there from Channel 31 and whatever. But
balls and all.
That's right.
We were there, balls and all.
It's the best damn show. He should have known
That's
it.
right.
Okay.
Now,
so, James, next week you're going to
similar to the aircrafts. I went down and did a story at it was a models collectors day, I suppose.
Fantastic.
They had lots of different displays. It was really great. Spoke to a lot of the collectors, and they're all very enthusiastic about it. So make sure you stay in tune and have a look next week.
Not just cars and
everything. Army vehicles, planes, even police stuff there,
Yeah, I think it was even gerbils down there.
Now, what are you going to be talking to next week?
Next week, I'm talking to some people from wheelchair rugby. And this game is very exciting, very sensational. And the pace of this game is going to amaze you, so make sure you watch.
For sure, and it's really good to see them getting out there and having a go.
And believe me, they are having a go.
That's great.
Yeah, so don't forget, as you can see on the screen right now, upcoming events. If you want anything on the show, make sure you let us know. Could be you're looking for players for a particular sport. You might be looking for a coach. You might be wanting to sell something, whatever it may be. If we can fit it in, it'll be on this segment of the show. And scores and upcoming events, whatever it may be.
But wait, there's more. You also get a set of steak knives.
Six steak knives, isn't it?
That's right.
And a drill bit.
Make sure you contact us. Email us is the best way.
Yep.
You'll see our email, www.ballsandall.com.au.
.gerbil.
That's our web page. Go to our web page and it's got to connect on. So every Monday night, 8:30, we want you to be watching, and the name of the show is
Balls and All. Have a swinging good time.
Everyone else to make sure they tune in to Channel 31. Okay, we'll see you next week, 8:30, as we say.
Long box, going to take off. It makes some flavour. Beautiful manufactured pieces.